We're starting with a basic question for all candidates. Describe your platform and your top priorities if elected Nampa mayor.
We have to first make sure we take care of our seniors. My dad has Alzheimer's disease, so this is a very personal mission to make sure our seniors' voices are heard. We have 1 in 5 turning 65 by 2030 right here in Nampa. So, for example, expanding on the on-demand program for our seniors to get around town with volunteers supporting seniors with, getting to doctor's offices, groceries, things of that nature. Also, our rising generation. I have an elder son who's going to College of Idaho. How do I get him into a home, the pathway to success? Our child care burden is a big issue. So how do we, solve these issues, or at least support these issues? Every child matters. Our children matter. I have a 19-month-old. So how are we taking care of our children? We know that there are schools in Valley View, for example, overcrowded. We have kids going to school with not enough food. Food pantries aren't fully stocked. These are real people issues. I've knocked on 1,000 doors thus far in this campaign. I'm hearing people, and these are some of the needs that we need to address.
So I'd say the overarching theme of my platform is quality of life. The people I talk to in the city of Nampa, they very much are concerned about preserving our quality of life. So a lot of the concerns that people have are public safety. As we continue to grow, we want to make sure that we keep crime under control, which means that we need to support our law enforcement. So law enforcement, safe streets, strong neighborhoods, those two things, work together. So we need to make sure public safety is good. The other thing I hear a lot about is traffic and traffic infrastructure not keeping pace with growth. I call traffic sort of a time tax. The more people are sitting in congestion, it's time that could be better spent doing something else. So a lot of people are saying, if we grow, we need to make sure that our infrastructure is growing in a concurrent fashion with growth. So that's really a quality of life issue, because if we can shorten commute times, you give time back to people's lives to spend time on more significant things. And then I'd say thirdly, part of quality of life is recreational opportunities. We're sitting here at a lovely park, and it's great to see all the activity going on around soccer, playground, couples just enjoying, sitting in the shade. So we need to make sure our parks are clean and we keep up with our parks. So public safety, make sure traffic infrastructure is handled well, and make sure that we can enhance our recreational opportunities throughout the city to protect our quality of life.
Well, if elected, my top priorities is to give the people back a voice. It seems lately like when you try to talk to government, you don't have a voice. You have to go through 20 different channels, and you don't get to speak to the people that you really want to speak to. Even if it's the answer you don't like, at least you spoke to somebody, at least you feel like you spoke to somebody with, an answer. So I think giving the voice back to the people is the biggest thing, and then building our infrastructure, strengthening our police, big deal. We look at Garden City, they've got a strong police force. Does anybody speed in Garden City? No. They do the speed limit. So I definitely think speeding up or getting the police force built up is a big deal, and getting our schools, ramped up and ready for the next generation to come in, because right now we're shut down 4 elementaries. So let's build up the economy.
We have 3 areas in this city that need to be worked on. One is traffic congestion. We need to find a way to relieve some of that congestion. I know it's hard for VRT, Valley Regional Transit, to get enough ridership at this time, but we need to work on, do some kind of a study on other cities the same size as Nampa and see how they're successful with ridership on their buses. Next thing is, I very very much like the idea of having rail service that goes from Caldwell all the way into Boise. and maybe on the mountain home. There are tracks that we can use. It seems like the cheapest way. We don't want to raise the customers' taxes to where they can't afford it by adding light rail at this time because that's very expensive. Um, Another way to relieve congestion is VRT, um, bus rapid transit lanes, and so that's something that we have to really work on, especially going down I-84.